Hey, this is Mr. Izod here with a video providing a crash course on the basics of iMovie. So the first thing we're going to do is open up iMovie by clicking on that icon. Now that we are in iMovie, we're going to want to create a new movie. And in order to do that, we'll just hit the plus sign here, and then select Movie. And you'll see that all these different themes come up. We're going to go with no theme, and we're going to name the movie iMovie Tutorial. Now what we want to do is find some photos or video clips that we could put in this area here that we could import into our iMovie. So in order to do that, I'm going to click on this downward arrow icon. That way I can import photos from my desktop to iMovie. I'm just going to select two screenshots here. And you'll see they appear in that space that I mentioned. After that, we have to get them from here and add them to our timeline on the bottom. There are two ways that you could do this. One I just showed you. You could just drag the actual image down into the timeline. Or you can simply select the image and click on the plus button. Now that we have our images in the timeline, we can adjust the amount of time that each image will appear on the screen. You could do this by clicking on the end of the frame and dragging left or right. You can also create transitions between your frames. In order to do that, you would click on Transitions under the Content library, and you will see all these different options for transitions that appear. I usually go with the cross dissolve. And you would just drag it in between the frames. Notice how the Ken Burns effects have been applied to each frame. That's why the pictures are moving. If you want the images to remain still, we can just go to that icon right there to crop the image, and we could fit it to the screen, or we could crop it however we want. Now in order to add a voiceover to our film, we would just click on that microphone right there and hit the record button. In 3 seconds, you will hear me providing a voiceover for my film.
The purpose of this video tutorial is to show other educators how to use Newsela. Newsela is an online website that lets students choose informational articles according to their Lexile levels.
Notice how there was a pretty long pause in the audio. That could be easily fixed. All we have to do is trim the audio. So I'm going to pause the clip when the vertical white line is at the part where the pause is. I'm also going to raise the volume of the audio by dragging that horizontal line upward. Then I'm going to right click and go to split clip. Then I'm going to drag the vertical white line to where the pause ends, and I'm going to right click and hit split clip again. The audio is now divided. I can then click on the portion of the audio that I don't want and hit delete. Then I could move the two parts of the audio that I want closer together to create a seamless voiceover.
The tutorial is to show other educators how to use Newsela. Newsela is an online website that lets students choose informational articles.
Now if I want all this audio to coincide with the first frame only, I can easily fix this. I would simply make the first frame longer, and then click on that piece of audio and drag it over once more. Once the movie is complete, I can share it on YouTube by hitting the share icon on the top right, going to YouTube, and then following the directions. Now that you know the basics in iMovie, give it a shot for yourself and create a film.